What's going on, Speed Doc 713 fam? It's your boy Dr. Dre. Tapping in with my man Kel.
KD.
Coming up with KD. We decided to take it back to our roots. We hadn't hit y'all with some car content in a while, so that's what we're gonna do, man. You know, we've been kicking it and working and doing all that, but we decided we want to do something more, you know, throwback stuff.
Some throwback.
Yeah,
like 2
yeah.
years ago with the TRX, on those days, Hellcat days.
Hellcat days. Now, we got 2 EVs out here. So I decided for us to go ahead and compare and contrast. Kel, you don't have any experience with EVs, do you?
Never been in one of them.
Okay, so we're gonna chop it up. I'm gonna show them the differences. What we have here is something out of my garage. We've got a Taycan 4S 2020. Over here, we've got a Gentian Blue base Taycan 2024. Now this is my loaner for my 911. Porsche Revolts is changing my water pump right now, my 911. The car is under warranty, so I'll let them do what they do. It had a small little leak. It performed flawlessly because I got to get y'all some footage. I actually had it on the racetrack last week, but that footage coming soon. But let's take a look. We got a base Taycan and a Taycan 4S. Now, the base Taycan right here, this car sticker is like what was it? $118,000. This one brand new, the sticker was like $161. Okay, so we're gonna compare what does a $160,000 Taycan have that a $118,000 Taycan doesn't. Because when you just look at them, they look the same. And you could arguably say this one looks better because of the color. So even though I like my volcano gray over here, but this Gentian blue is hidden. So talk to me, Kel, what you see? Do you see any differences?
Well, the difference I see, one is the color. Got the more of the charcoal and the blue. The rims, more sporty right here. But pretty much side by side, they pretty similar.
Very similar, very similar. Well, let's start with this base Taycan. When I'm looking at this car in the front, I notice that this car has a surround view camera situation. We got the front camera and the distance radar situation. My Taycan doesn't have it. It has a rear view camera and it has a side view camera, but it doesn't have the front, right? Yep. But it still has the sport design package. When we come around here, one of the ways that you can tell a base Porsche anything, for the most part, they're going to have the black colored brake calipers. Now Porsche is allowing you to spec your brake calipers pretty much any color, well, black, white, red, or yellow. So now that's no longer a telltale sign because you could go ahead and spec your brake calipers black if you want to.
Oh, so it's not by car anymore, it's just your choice.
Yeah, but default is if it's a base car, it comes with black calipers, right? And so steel brakes, they call these the RS Spider rims. And I believe these are 21s if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so 21 inch, so that was an option on this car. On the base Taycans, with this one, you've got the charge port on either side. This is your regular AC charge port. On the other side, you got the AC DC charge port, right? And you see that's manual, okay? What I did notice about this car, it has the black trim strip here, whereas the 4S has the chrome trim strip.
Yeah.
This car does not have like the, I don't know what, I forgot what Porsche calls it, but where you approach with the keyless situation. You see what I'm saying? I got to press this for it to do.
Right.
You know, so when I first picked up this loaner, I went up thinking that the door was going to open for me.
And it didn't.
Right. So
you prefer that feature, the keyless walk up?
It's one of those things where you don't know you want it till you didn't have it. Yeah, I'm spoiled now. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But this car has a sport design kit. Mine does too, and that's where you got these side skirts with the little trim in there. And the rear end like this. That's not standard. That's a option. Now.
Oh, this is an option?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then of course on the back says Taycan. Got whatever's in the trunk there. And of course, you know, it's still Porsche, so a trunk is in the front too.
Oh, okay. Two trunks.
Right, because battery at the bottom.
A front and a trunk.
Trunk in the trunk. Now, one thing I don't like about Taycans, this spoiler here is actuated by speed like on most Porsches. However, it doesn't go up big. You know, I kind of do like, it doesn't go up real high. Like I have it actuated on this car just to show the difference. So it's not high, you know, but it's more of a, yeah, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's all I've seen it do.
Unless you're speeding down the highway, you might raise up a little more.
That part I don't know.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So if we take a look in here, a unique option I didn't know that this car had. This car, now number one, a lot of people out there think that this car is basically an electric Panamera. It's not. This car is a size smaller than a Panamera. And you can tell that in the back seat. Now this particular car was outfitted with what they call the 2+1 back seat, where it's actually a bench seat and you got a third seat belt there so you can sit people in the middle. This car doesn't. This car is 4 basically bucket seats. You know, similar to, you know, the latest Taycan, man, the Taycan Turbo GT they just dropped. That car was the quickest car to 60 that Car and Driver ever tested. It was the first
0 to 60.
Yeah. It was the first car to get below 2 seconds to 60.
2 seconds.
1.9.
That's a lot. It's hard on your body.
Yeah. Yep.
Stop it.
Macan, Cayenne, Taycan, Panamera, 911. Then they got 918. So I mean, it's hard to say which in the sports cars which you go first. Here's the sticker here, y'all. Oh, my bad, it's 2023.
2023.
So in here, it's got pretty much standard Taycan fare, you know. No extra trims, piano black trim on there. Dashboard, all that's the same.
Yeah, man, it's got a lot of a lot of screens in here. Look like
it is.
Yeah.
Now, look at the trim on the door. That's one of the things that you'll notice is different when we get into mine.
You talking about this right here?
With the whole thing, really.
The whole thing.
Like this. This is like a rubberized. It's still Porsche, so it's high quality, which is cool, you know. But this is what you get if you don't really click up any interior trim options.
Right.
You know, so the bulk of the options on this car.
Oh,
that's what the alarm sound like.
Yeah. Little chirp.
Yeah. Then of course the other charging port.
Another charging port. With the high, it's a high flow, high energy right there.
That's basic.
And here go your front.
Here's the front. Oh, here's mine. Deal here. You know. I'm glad I finally was looking for that. So let's go for a ride in the base one.
Okay.
And then we'll backdoor that with a ride in that one.
Okay.
Because that one, this car, my car has a lot of interesting options that you don't see in this that affect the driving. So it was geared towards luxury, but they actually end up spec'ing, because I got a pre-owned. Whoever owned it before spec'd it very, very heavily for high-end sports performance stuff.
So it's a big major difference between the two.
Performance-wise, you tell me. We're gonna find out. Yeah.
Let's go. Good stuff.
I'm just going through all the modes of what I do.
Right.
So what I do all the time when I get in, this car here, it has a recuperation mode, which is basically brake scavenging. Most electric cars have this ability. It's where they scavenge energy from when you're braking. So I like to turn that on. You can actuate that with this button on the steering wheel as well. And then here, the electric sports sound. I like that just because that's unique to the Taycan. You know. Then you got comfort options, your ambient lighting, that kind of stuff is cool. That's the same in my car. But then I don't see anything else. Like I'm trying to scroll up.
Right.
That's from habit, because on mine there are some other options. You know, vehicle settings. So your shortcut.
Got a lot of
buttons.
features.
Well, but even still, you see, I'm still trying to scroll up and going on. And then there's that manual, the spoiler extension. And that normally actuates when you get to about 65 miles per hour, somewhere in there.
Oh, the spoiler.
Yeah. I mean, that's not the specific speed. If somebody is inclined that knows in the comments, they'll let me know. Or they'll correct us. But these are basically your 4 performance drive type options, right? Home screen, boom, so you can see everything. Navigation setup. Yep.
They really got these cars decked out. The technology is out of this world. Not a GPS. Who is it ran by? Is it a Google based though?
Yeah, it's Google based.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Google based. You know. Then of course, sound and whatnot. Ooh, phone. So let's go ahead and start. Gear shift is up here. This electric, they call it electric shaver. That's what's in the 911 as well. But in the 911, of course, it's here.
It's right there. Okay.
Yeah. And then to this other point down here in this other screen.
Oh, that's your battery charge. Okay.
So you know.
So we have 76%, 189 miles.
Yeah. So these cars, the first generation Taycans, only had, I believe, something like a 250 mile range.
It's not a lot.
That's not a lot. That's not a lot. But when I got in my 911, when I fill up my 911, that's what the range is in that. On gas. Right. So
that needs to be an area that I think they need to focus on. What you think?
Well, the next generation has twice the miles. Like the new Taycan that they just unveiled, that's just going on sale. It does have like a 400+ mile range.
Yeah, because 250, that's nothing.
That's nothing. So this is a perfect car if you want an EV, if you want a Porsche Taycan, buy one used. But buy one used if you are mainly in whatever city you in. It couldn't be the only car. Now, the new one with the range of about 400 and some miles, that's a different story. So that's a little bit more reasonable. So basically, you saying this car is pretty much just for in town? I would. Yeah. I don't. You know, and I'm not and anybody who's been following me or knows me, I'm not a huge EV person. I think they're perfect for commute, and I think they're perfect for in-town driving. I personally, while I acknowledge that 250 miles is short range for EV car, right? Especially where the infrastructure is, I wouldn't be getting an EV to go long range. I don't care what it is. Right. Anyway. Right. I mean, you got to know where to find stops to fill up and all kind of stuff. It could be a pain. It can. I mean, now if somebody is hell-bent on I want only an EV and I plan on going on road trips, well, as much as I hate Teslas, they are the best at it right now. What, as far as a road trip? No, range. Range? Range. What's the range on them? 400+. They was already that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's when, and then their infrastructure, the charging network on Tesla is much better than any of the other electric cars. So you wouldn't be to use Tesla's power for this one. You can now, but the Tesla station's full of Teslas. Oh, okay. So it turns into a different thing, you know. But if you're charging up at home in one of these cars, then this is a moot point. You know, so that's why I say, like, yeah, the 250 mile range, it's short. I'm glad that they have doubled it, but that still doesn't affect me. If this car had 1,000 mile range, I still wouldn't be going out of town. Right. So you know, but for somebody who is looking for EV, I don't care what kind of EV you're looking for, you need to really consider those things, because those are shortcomings, right? But beyond, and then it also goes into how you drive. Like This car does have, well, this one difference. Mine has an adjustable suspension. This one doesn't. This one also doesn't have the Sport Chrono package. So drive mode, well, they do have a range mode in here. You got normal, then you got range. Range is where they limit the top speed.
Okay.
And how it delivers the power, so you can dole out the mileage the way you need to.
And it helps battery life.
Yeah. So, but like I said, I usually go the most aggressive setting. I rarely go to Sport Plus mode in mine because it does affect the battery. Just like if you were to floor it in your Hellcat.
Oh.
You see, it's no different.
Oh, so it sucks up some energy.
Oh yeah, it'll suck up some energy. So, let's go.
Yeah, let's see what this baby can do. Let's see what this baby can do.
And these are choice buttons or whatnot, like these shortcut buttons, one here and there. You can select what you want them to do. I selected this one in this car to take care of the ionizer function, which is like the air freshener, air cleaner function in the car, because this car has it as well.
That's what you use that one for. Okay. So let's see. The party trick of every electric car, base car, let's do our little launch. It doesn't have launch control because it doesn't have Sport Chrono, but still is about 5,000 pounds almost. It's a heavy car.
Yeah, so like.
Oh, that's smooth, smooth, smooth. Oh yeah, we hugging that curve like it ain't nothing. Oh yeah. Oh my God.
That was,
the braking is out of this world.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about Porsches, why I like them so much. You're talking about cars that, you know, you can put horsepower in anything,
right,
and go fast in anything. It's when you make all the ingredients sing together, right. And so Porsches are known for their braking ability and their handling ability and their steering feel. You know, that's the biggest difference why I personally feel like these are the best driving electric cars. You know, the others, and then the fit and finish in here. Like, this is pretty vault-like in here. You know, like all this is pretty.
The whole top is glass.
Yeah, it's all put together very, very well. You know, I think it's a great car. Like, you can't go wrong with getting a base one of these. Like 0 to 60 on this, on the base car, I don't know, man. That felt kind of like high fours, man.
Yes, I was trying to 1001 when you was taking off. Yeah, about 5 seconds.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah, which is more than adequate for just everyday use.
That's plenty. You know, that's real fast enough.
Right.
And you say you got the sound on right now?
Yes. Yeah, I'd take it.
Let's see how it sounds with it off, with the acceleration.
Yeah, rather quiet. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's real quiet.
You just hit a turn signal.
That's it. And you hit a little blower motor.
Right, from the AC. You see what I'm saying? So like, it's a very competent car, but I would not buy one of these brand new. I don't care which model. You either need to lease it or purchase it used, just because EVs in general, none of them hold their value.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically it'd be a temporary car.
No, I mean, the battery warranty is mandated by the government is like 8 years.
Oh, okay.
You know, So, I mean, just use it for what it is. It's, you know, it's consumable. Honestly, every car is consumable. It's just really in your face with electric cars because their depreciation is tied to the fact that the battery is consumable.
Right.
The battery does degrade over time in use. You know, the degradation isn't to the point that you'd think, though. You know, so like most people keep a car, what, 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years tops.
Yeah. So at that point,
it falls right in.
Yeah. Like those are like metrics that you don't even pay attention to because they don't really matter.
Right.
You know, the grand scheme.
You want it or you don't.
Exactly.